And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem and the Crypto, episode 844. Today is Wednesday, November 24th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: eToro to delist Cardano by 2022 for U.S. users due to regulatory concerns. South Korea Financial Authority rules that NFTs are taxable. Exodus Wallet integrates with SportX to enable esports betting with crypto. Regal to partner with Flexa to enable digital currency payments in theaters, and much more. But first and foremost, of course, what's going on with that price?
Oh, yeah. So looking at our prices today is blood in the streets. Bitcoin at $56,310, down 2.1%. Ethereum at $4,218, down 2.4%. Binance Coin sitting at $583, down 3.1%. Solana coming in at number 5, $210, down 3.7%. Cardano at $164, down 8.8%. XRP at $1.03, down 2.8%. Polkadot at $39.06 is down 3.9% today. And rounding out our top 10 is Dogecoin at 21 cents, down 7.5%. So a lot of coins in the red. Some big losers. I think AVAX is double digits down. I think Shiba's double digits down. So not looking good for some of these projects with a little less liquidity. When times get hard, they dump the hardest.
Yeah, really. All right, I want to give some quick shout outs, couple of quick announcements going on. This is one person, they're always first in the chat too for the most part, but they don't have a name, so I never know what to say. They have a woman's profile pic. So hello to whoever you are again. Good morning. Gil Remy, Chappie, Leroy, Goodness, Fearless, Xavier, JB, John Lewis, Satoshi Slim, Romy Rome, Kadeem, Sergeant Mac, Tiffany from New York, is Oko. Good morning, everyone. Timothy Grigsby. I'm looking for this one comment because I saw someone say this is their first time on a live stream, so I want to say what's up. Izo Hernandez. Let's start off with the announcements for today. When is the Miami meetup, Zay?
The Miami meetup will be either December 2nd or December 3rd. We had to switch around some of the things, but I'll let everybody know.
Zay, if you do the Miami meetup on the no, I was gonna say I thought it might be on the 1st or the 29th or 30th, but never mind. All right, yeah, I'm still gonna try to make it to Miami soon, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what else we got. Somebody said this is their first time. I was trying to see the name. I can't find it right now, but I'll come back to it. Lauren Sanders said, "What's up with Willie D from the Ghetto Boys versus Binance and CMC?" Someone said, I don't even know. Someone said, "Do you think this is our last dip before our pump?" I love seeing these sales. Hey, we'll see. I know it dips all the way up to Thanksgiving. Then literally as a turkey cuts, it usually starts to pump that night and the next morning. So we'll see what happens on that. WGB said, "Yo, the fix is in on VV. I can't get one comic anymore. And I see cats selling books for 4 or 5 copies. How they getting so many?" I don't know the fix is in because I know some people who are very new to crypto who have been going in VV and they've been telling me they've been racking some things up too. They like, I bought 2 one day. I bought 3 another day. So I am not sure that's always true, but it's probably just starting to get congested, which happened earlier where they kind of shut it down to begin with because it was too many people trying to get the comics and bid on everything at the same time. So that may be it. Other quick news right after today's show at 8 a.m. PST, and that is 11 a.m. Eastern, we will have Syscoin on here. Syscoin, we're going to be doing an AMA with them. Ask Me Anything. So we took some of you all's feedback. We're still going to be doing a lot of sponsored stuff, of course. But initially, we were going to do a sponsor review for Syscoin, but we gave them some feedback to say, hey, have someone coming on live to answer questions might be a better opportunity. So they agreed to that. So again, right after the show today at 8 a.m., we hope to have Syscoin here. And of course, last but not least, we will be having that Black Friday Crypto Tuesday sale going on starting now until next Tuesday, 15 off, 15 off. We'll get you 15% off all courses in the masterclass. So of course, you can just go to gemandthecrypto.com and check that out as well. And other than that, shout out to whoever said they just came on for the first time live. All right. That's announcements. Let's get to it. Really what I wanted to do, Zay, I wanted to make this go as slow as possible because I know people were just thinking about this Cardano delisting happening in 2022. First and foremost, I mean, people, Bitcoin Zay and I have to give ourselves a pat on the back once again. We told you this would be one of the issues Cardano would face. Everybody, Cardano's going to do this, and other. And one of the things we said was it hasn't even got regulatory scrutiny yet. Wait until that happens. Like, that's a whole new front that you had to fight. And of course, the regulators, as soon as they heard about Cardano and that amazing year or two you all had, they said, whoa. Hey, Bob, did you get a taste?
I don't, my finger's a little dry.
Hey, it don't taste like none over here.
I don't taste nothing.
That's right. But eToro to delist Cardano by 2022 for U.S. users due to regulatory concerns. Bitcoin say, what is going on with Cardano and I guess eToro? I mean, you've worked with eToro personally before, so you know how they operate. What's going on here?
Well, the thing is, eToro, they did the same thing with XRP when they were getting first looked at by the SEC. And the thing that about eToro is they're a huge company. They're not just Bitcoin and crypto. They probably have the inside track on something that's going on with Cardano. And of course, right beside it is his good friend Tron. So eToro announced it would delist Cardano and Tron for you.
Get Tron out here too while you at it.
Get him out of here. We've spoken on Tron today because Tron has been garbage for so many years. I think because of the regulatory nature, it's not in their best interest to have it. Plus, they're not really making any money off of it. So they're like, whatever. After December 31st, U.S. users will no longer be able to open new positions in the tokens nor stake ADA and Tron. In addition, wallets will be effectively withdraw-only mode until the first quarter of 2022. Oh, man, when selling will also become limited. This is hilarious to me simply because if they're going to do it, I'm pretty sure you're going to see other exchanges drop Cardano and Tron as well, either be forced into it or they're going to do it themselves. So maybe eToro got to step ahead and was like, let's go ahead and jump out ahead of this. Let's just go ahead and get it over with. But I just did an interview yesterday and they asked me about Cardano. Cardano's trash, just like I told you before.
Oh, bang. I thought you said today wasn't an FBF, but technically it is, since we take it.
We tell people all the time, you can play the shitcoin casino game and win. No problem there. Buy Cardano when it's 1 cent, sell it when it's $1. Cool. But they haven't come through with any projects. They don't have no real partnerships.
But Africa's all of Africa.
They're in Africa selling Cardano as donations. That's a partnership. Whatever. But the good thing is, I will say, is for every project, we can all have our opinions. The regulators in the US, they're gonna have the last laugh for most of these projects. And Tron, we don't have anything to say about Tron. Just the Sun is ultimate marketer.
Well, one thing again, I'm definitely going to highlight this because there's been I've been seeing a lot of call outs, once again, always on Twitter and in the chats and stuff. Nobody does it live, but again, I specifically remember on the FBF when we put the whole Cardano's dead and everybody called and all that, out of the things I mentioned, one of them being volume, that they didn't even have the same amount of volume, 2 being they didn't have a product, 3 being the regulatory scrutiny had not came yet, and it still hasn't come. Like you said, eToro probably have the inside track on something, so they're getting ahead of it to protect the rest of their businesses, but they technically still have not received regulatory scrutiny. This is just eToro saying, we're going to go ahead and just leave this alone for now. So, we got to point that out. We got to point that I'm rubbing in people's faces lately. Which caller said, so I saw the name Jasmine Tutson. Good morning. I finally made it to the live show. Welcome to the live show. And let's see. I saw someone say, Wiki Toussaint said, I feel you guys are a crypto cheat code. LOL. Hilarious. Let's see. What else we got? Goodness said, ADA is trash. Bitcoin's Wyatt said they have no product, not surprised. Shots fired. Yes, here we go. Local TX, what's going on? JP says swap Cardano for Solana. Bingo. That's what that would probably be a good move. That would probably be a pretty good move. I'm with that. Let's see. Cornelius Broadnick said they've been trying to, quote, perfect it for the longest now. Again, with most of these projects, and the reason why we're mentioning this, again, we're not just talking stuff to gloat and to rub it into other people. It's just one of those things where you put your money on the line. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know why people are acting like this isn't that serious. It is that serious. Some people are putting their life savings on the line. For those who are looking at this as an investment, for those who are looking at this as a technology, they're putting their time on the line. They're putting their time and usually they're volunteering or they're using their resources free of charge to make these projects move forward. I mean, you all in the chat section or the different XRP armies or the Cardano or the Hexicans, you all are putting your time toward those projects. So it sucks to be led astray. And Yeah, we're gonna call it when we call it right. We call Cardano right. We're gonna be talking about Shiba. Call that one again. We'll be talking about a few things today. But next up is South Korea Financial Authority rules that NFTs are taxable. Oh no, 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 no. Korean lawmakers plan to impose taxes on NFTs after classifying them as virtual assets.
Well, party over, people.
Hey, turn on the light real quick. Hold on. Hey, who got my phone?
Party over, people. Well, it's been fun while it lasted. I mean, but right now it looks as though Korean lawmakers plan to impose these taxes. The South Korea's Financial Services Commission announced Tuesday that NFTs will be taxed starting next year. According to the Korea Herald, this tax law amendment would impose a 20% tax on income from virtual assets that exceed 2.5 million won, which is $2,102, which
just
is
like that. You
nothing.
You're gonna get rich overnight, just like that.
Well, hold up. How are they going to enforce taxes on NFTs that can be minted anywhere in the world? Is it the ones minted on South Korean servers? Because if that's the case, you can just use a VPN or you can use a different server from a different country. I don't know how they're going to enforce this.
Boom, it just failed. Whack-a-mole, just failed like that.
I mean, good gracious, what are they doing? And then they issued a statement reaffirming this differs from last month's stance where they said NFTs are not virtual assets. It would not be regulated. It seems like somebody's a little salty by seeing how much money is going through NFTs. So they're trying to find a way to maybe scare people. But every exchange that is South Korea based that has the regulatory or the ability to follow their regulatory measures, I think they'll go with it. But how do you, I mean, we've said that before. Taxing NFTs, I'm sure they're going to come up with something, digital asset, virtual asset. But it's almost impossible if 12-year-olds can jump on a website and mint it. I mean, how are you going to get taxes out of it? I mean, it's weird to me. Good luck, South Korea. That's all I got to say.
I will say that I was just looking at this comment. Shout out to Reggie Middleton. I saw Reggie in the chat. He was just talking about Cardano real quick, saying as for them having a product or not, realize that large form tech projects take a lot of time to develop properly. They have a functional chain, which is a product. Not defending them, just facts.
Oh yeah. Well,
semi-fair, but
facts.
I was semi-fair, Reggie, but only thing is in consideration to other projects with similar team sizes or smaller, they have a fully functioning product. Even if it's a crappy one, they don't just have it. Like they have a product to go with it. So I mean, I'm with you though. Maybe they're taking their time doing it properly to give them to be fair. But I don't know. We'll continue to watch. Hey, we're just as enthused as spectators as well. So we will continue to watch. Hey, but it is Cardano versus Bitcoin. I'm gonna throw my money on Bitcoin for sure. But going back to this going back to South Korea and how they're going to tax NFTs, they're going to tax NFTs the same way the United States is going to attack cryptocurrency by scaring people. Like, and they don't have to do a lot to scare people. They're literally just going to say, this is taxable from now on the next year's tax sheet. I can imagine the United States doing it too. Like the United States tax forms are about to get so ridiculous. And what's hilarious about it is that no one voted on any of these changes that is going to be made. I won't be surprised if you see the same box that we already have, but check this box if you own crypto, if you traded crypto, anything, check this box if you did anything with NFTs too. Or they're just going to say digital assets to include Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, altcoins, NFTs, smart contracts, DeFi, they're going to make it a sweet thing. So my thing is, by and large, especially for the retail investors, they have no mechanisms, nor will there probably be any mechanisms in the short term to be able to catch retail investors. But for the bigger fish, I think they'll try to catch a few bigger fish to scare people more or less, and then be like, yes, we're taking this serious. We're going to be investigating people. We're going to be coming after people. And again, they'll only be getting some of the bigger fish, but by and large, people are just going to admit it. People are just going to say, yep, I got NFTs. Here go my tax money. And they're just going to be like, thank you. Like, send it to us in Bitcoin. It makes no sense. But I think they'll literally just kind of, the words in the letter of the law will make people just do it on their own. So we'll see what happens. I think they'll do it. Kadeem K, I mean, jumping on centralized change too. We'll be talking about that as well. PFC Will said, don't forget, everybody has been jumping on centralized marketplaces. Gang about to get shoulder taps. You already know it. Let's see. Ashley K, NFT project that supports reggae artists at Jake. Oh, okay, just dropped this week. All right, let's check it out. Exodus wallet integrates with SportX to enable esports betting with crypto. This is a big story. Pretty cool to see. Cryptocurrency and smart contracts are redefining the future of online betting. Esports, meanwhile, represent a growing market for gambling. So we've been talking about gaming, how big gaming is going to be, how big it already is. We're talking about cryptocurrency and how those two are going to merge. Well, now, I mean, listen, first of all, I give it to Exodus. When they go public, hey, that wallet is worth that much more in the valuation. As esports starts to merge, as the metaverse starts, like the metaverse itself is going to be a big esport almost. You talking about gaming in a digital world, it's going to be just 2 and 2, 1 and 1. It's going to be easy. So I think this is huge though, because I think people underestimate mainstream how big esports is. Esports, well, I won't say E because that's online, but gambling and video games help pay middle school stuff, high school stuff, and college stuff, right? Zay, you remember, you know what I mean? Like guys would be in a room, $25 a game. If it was a good weekend, $20 per touchdown. It would be side bets going on. I bet you he don't get 80. I bet you this don't. Like esports, I think are going to be huge. So merging cryptocurrency, of course, was the next step. But doing all of this in a wallet is going to be huge. And again, this is cryptocurrency wallet Exodus, which has officially integrated with SportX, an online sports and crypto betting platform, giving users the ability to wager on esports games through smart contracts executed on the Polygon network. This is crazy. What's your take on this?
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems like we've basically seen this coming from a mile away. We were just waiting to see how it was implemented. And Exodus, again, they are putting all their dollars with marketing. So this is a good move for them. SportX, they're basically taking everybody who plays games on their platform and using Polygon in order to introduce them to crypto, which is great. And we all know when gamers get involved, billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar industry. So we'd love to see how this goes, and we'd love to see sort of the process of how they will handle the payment. So yeah, it'd be cool to see. I don't think there is a gaming site that won't have crypto at some point. I think they're just trying to figure out how to do it. So shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean, this people are already tweeting about the Halo. What a statement from Halo. The re-entry to esports has been nothing short of incredible. Balanced maps, ranked play in a multi-million-dollar tournament circuit out of the gate 2 weeks after release. That is actually crazy. And that's what I'm talking about. 2 weeks out of release, they do all that. That's been liked over 20,000 times. People, that's just a tweet about a game on it. So again, I think this market is going to be huge. I mean, I'll keep it real with you. I don't use Exodus ever since they talked about going public. I told everybody that when we were doing the Talk Shop lives, it was like, hey, it might be time to reel off Exodus. But for something like this, I actually would go back on Exodus to use it as I would use it as a centralized platform for real. Like I wouldn't be using it as a bank account or as a crypto wallet or any of that. I would use it as a gambling platform where maybe I keep it however much I'm comfortable gambling with on there. But if they get NBA 2K up there, Madden up there, and have your favorite influencers or YouTubers, whatever everybody call people now, they have your favorite your personas up there playing these games. Yes, if it's somebody I know who's good, I will bet on an esports game in a heartbeat. Well, I'll bet on Call of Duty matches too. I'm in there, Zay.
Oh yeah, not me. I'll bet on 2K games. That's about it.
Hey, I'm taking Madden bets. I'm taking 2K bets. It's happening. Really quick comments. Jake Fever, thank you for the tip. Jake said, I need your help to make the hood metaverse, and liquor punk NFTs and Henny coin. The NFTs and the Henny coins, they'll probably be a better fit. But the hoodverse, from the business point of view, I would actually help make that because I could see that being a hit with a lot. Like it'd be the real star hip hop of the metaverse. You want to go in there and see somebody avatar get knocked out? Like you're
allowed to say some people get knocked out in the metaverse.
Yeah, it's basically just be Grand Theft Auto 5 but in the metaverse. That's what they need to do for Grand Theft Auto 6 is make it a metaverse. Like don't even put it out as a video game. K-State, thank you for the tip. I may have missed it, but when are you doing the Black Friday on the masterclass? We've already started, and we'll be putting more of that out, but 15 off on that will get you 15% off all the courses there. MG, gentlemen, unfortunately, OhCoin would now allow Indiana citizens to register with KYC. Therefore, I won't be able to invest in the Miami coin. What's your take on that again? I know you were telling me something about that. If your state doesn't allow it.
Yeah, if your state doesn't allow an OhCoin, be patient. They just moved to the US like 2 months ago. And then on top of that, it's not going to be the only exchange that has it. So just look out for that. So just be patient. I would say it just got started, people. Just got started a couple months ago. So yeah, well, I'll have more information for people as it comes out. But right now, can't do anything for you. That's
but regular. To be clear, if you through VPNs, you can still go in there and get it. You just can't move it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, worst case scenario, you can get it. You just have to trust OK Coin not to fumble the bag for however long it takes before they allow your state, or it opens up to you to, I guess, until they allow your state. I'm thinking, like, is there any other way? No, it's just allow your state.
Yeah.
So so I don't know. Is this that if it's a risk you're willing to take and you have it, it might be something to consider. But again, do your own research. It's definitely not investment advice. Why? Because crypto isn't money, or is it? Wait, are NFTs money now since we're taxing them? Like,
I mean, hey, they got NFT where you can
wake up. You know, I love you. Just wake up. I want 20% of all that NFT market right there. I'm just getting my taste, folks. All right.
South Korea tripping.
Hey, they woke up and said, I want 20% of all the NFTs in South Korea. I love it. And no one bats an eye. Okay. I guess that's what it is. Let's see. Leroy said you're trying to bet on a couple of car rounds. Listen, I just told y'all what it is. Okay. Listen, I will put, look, Xavier shook his head.
Got to turn into a game. We about to have to be on Twitch now. We got to turn into a gaming show.
You talking about put money up? You give me the people to give me the names and the signups. I'll sponsor a tournament. We'll do a gym in the crypto card tournament out here. Put a little 5-10K prize out there. Have all these little all the gamers in this space over here. All right. For those who still go to the movie theaters, they was laughing at the headline, this title earlier. Regal to partner with Flexa to enable digital currency payments in theaters. That's right. Customers will be able to purchase movie tickets and concessions with crypto at over 500 Regal cinemas. On Tuesday morning, Regal, a movie operator more than 500 locations and 7,000 screens in 42 states, announced it will be partnering with digital payments network Flexa to enable its customers to pay for movie tickets, food, and beverages in crypto. Now, really quick, this is cool, awesome news, but something I want to point out. This, to me, as we were talking about this on Twitter and everything, and then, of course, we had a couple of live shows we mentioned. Everybody, the talk of the town right now is essentially, should, I guess, crypto YouTubers be advertising? I'm not even sure why that's real talk. Half of these people aren't from America, so I understand they don't understand capitalism or capitalistic ideals, excuse me. But this can be done with just Bitcoin. This can be done with coin payments. This can be done with BitPay, but they chose Flexa. Why? Because Flexa has a token underlying the network that they actually want you to run on, which is AMP. So to me, this is the same thing that people claim that they're upset about. I'm like, go after these people then. They didn't just randomly partner with Flexa because, it's just, or as they say here with Flexa's, with Flex, I want to bring up what they actually say. Essentially, they're talking about the speed of Flexa. Let's see. They're talking about the speed and strength. Here it is. By leveraging the market value of its underlying ERC20 token AMP as collateral, Flexa said it can ensure that transactions and handles will always go through. And they also say Flexa is known for its ability to guarantee payments for real-world applications in times of peak activity on blockchains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. It can take hours or days. They put days there for transactions to be verified. Listen, folks, no one's using Flexa. No one knows about AMP yet. I mean, we've talked about and we called it out in our Talk Shop Live a couple of times, but it's not popular, which is why they don't have the volume to actually have congestion. So again, this is one of those things where it's just like, great partnership. It will work, but you also screaming, it was some cigars and some cognacs and some back rooms happening with this one. Other than that, though, what's your take on this Regal and Flexa partnership?
Who the fuck goes to the cinema anymore? Who cares? Regal, AMC. I mean, who cares? I mean, until the new Marvel movies start coming out, like New Blade and all that.
That is true.
That's pretty much the only, and then even then, who's going to spend crypto on it? Maybe we have a big bull run before that time, and people are like, hey, why not? Just want to try it out. But again, they are doing exactly what we said will happen. One company does it, their competition comes right behind them and does it, and then everybody else is going to follow suit because they don't want to be left in the dark. They don't want to be the one that, like Blockbuster, to see something new coming. Nobody wants to be Blockbuster. They don't want to see something new coming and just ignore it. So as soon as AMC said they accept it, I think we said that. As soon as AMC accepted it, was like, oh, well, everybody's about to start accepting it because it's competition. So that is something, this is how we build out infrastructure so that it becomes pretty normal that you can pay with crypto, because I mean, I paid for a flight and a hotel room with crypto. So it's pretty much everywhere. So good to see from that point. And it just helps with marketing. It's all good. It's all a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny you said the flight thing, because when I was looking for the Miami flights, I actually went to Travala
Valid,
They got like 40% or 50% off if you use cryptocurrency and stuff. I was like, "Whoa, look at this! This is happening right in front of our eyes. It's happening. I'm loving it." Shout out, what's going on, Bitcoin? Sean said, "Anyone see the Fold app? Zay, you are the GOAT." What happened with the Fold app?
Oh yeah, we were talking about augmented reality a few months ago, and how there would be a game where you could go around collecting satoshis like Pokemon Go. If you go to Fold App's Twitter, they have the preview of it. It's super dope, just for doing different stuff. And we're thinking about doing augmented reality in Miami for Miami Coin and satoshis as well. So yeah, said that on. I said we said that a while ago though, but yeah, that augmented reality is dope now.
There we go. Satoshi Gang said I'll co-sponsor the gaming thing. Hey, I got something to come and listen. I keep telling you, I've been wanting a gaming team. I just have to ensure I'm prepared for it. But a gaming team is definitely happening. On a side note, really quick, just for you all, a quick altcoin thing. Of course, we just mentioned Regal partner with Flexa. AMP runs on the Flexa. The AMP is a token on the Flexa network. Their native token. Their high has always been 10 cent was a high. They're at 5 cents, so about half of that right now. We're, I guess, already actually climbing still. Yeah, they're bouncing back. They're down 14%. So they've already started bouncing back with the news of this. The question will be, as Bitcoin, as they said, is the theaters, is the cinema dead? If it is, then this is nothing to think about. If it is not dead, and you think AMC and all this stuff, I know they're doing all this stuff where they're trying to reinvent themselves. If you think they'll still be around, these are the plays you might want to consider, because again, they're partnering with the entire network, and this is their native token. So something to consider. All right, really quick, around the horn, some articles we wanted to talk about that was funny to us. First one, Coinbase reportedly down for some users after fixing connectivity issues. Here's the thing, it's nothing new. Coinbase goes down. It went down again yesterday for a lot of people. The part of this article we want to point out is the headline. If you have the majority of your holdings on a centralized exchange, this can happen. I'm not sure why you would want it to happen or why you're comfortable with it. I understand the old way of doing things. Hey, the bank is closed nights and weekends. Coinbase is down a few hours. It's fine. No, it's not okay. In cryptocurrency, what happens if all of a sudden your favorite coin, what happens if Bitcoin is go from 60K to 120K in an hour, 2 or 3 hours, and Coinbase is down that whole time and majority of your money is on it. You know what I mean? And majority of your money is on it and you're in whatever altcoin that you want to actually get out of. Like, these are the issues. Or worst case, what happens if there's an emergency and they're down for 2 or 3 days and all of a sudden you can't send funds to yourself to any of your bank accounts. So things to actually think about. Any take on this, Bitcoin, Zay?
Yeah, they pushed the button and then all of a sudden price went down 5% overnight, and they were like, yeah, we can't have people buying the dip. So again, they're going down 3 times the past 30 days with a multi-billion-dollar IPO is unacceptable.
That is true.
And if you think at this point that it's still happening, we've been making this joke since 2017. There's only 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Coinbase going down when the price is going up. So again, how many times we got to say it, people? Get off Coinbase as soon as possible. Nothing else to say.
Yeah, great take on that one. Great take. All right. Again, want to point this out. We kind of said at the top of the show, but Shiba Inu slump continues. Data shows retail interest warning as SHIB down 60% in 4 weeks. All right. All right, folks. And we're not saying this to rub in or anything. Here is the deal with altcoins. This is the perfect example. First of all, they're like, again, you never know, right? But looking at the token metrics, the chances of this becoming anything other than a pump and dump continuously over again is very rare. Same with Dogecoin, which is why Dogecoin has always been that way. Can you use it? Yes. And technically, is it stable? Yeah. If you have an idea when, like right now, it's kind of stable. You know, it's going to be going down.
Yeah.
So
you get stable losses all the way down.
I'm being serious. I'm really being serious. Right now, if I wanted you all to pay for something, if I want to say, you can buy the master class with, I don't know how much it'll equate to, with the, $4 billion of Shiba Inu, you can buy the master class, right? Or 4 billion Shiba Inu, you can buy the master class. Literally knowing it will go down, I would still accept it. I would just transfer immediately out to something different. It does not mean it doesn't work or I wouldn't transfer it. However, most of you or many of you are in this market, as we talked about earlier, for the tech part of it or the actual money-making part of it, the investments, all that good stuff, long-term and generational wealth. Well, from the tech part is not doing anything new or crazy, so there's no argument there. And that's not just with Shiba, that's for the majority of altcoins. So we go to the money part. Again, if you want your money in cash, we get it, but we're having 2 different conversations. We want more Bitcoin. We want more Bitcoin. We want more Bitcoin. As you can see here, last 4 weeks, like most altcoins, Bitcoin pumped over 50%, and this just went down over 60%. The chances of it catching the price point of Bitcoin is very rare at this point, moving forward for forever. The chance of it outpacing it is going to be super rare. Now, where's there opportunities to make money when it's super pumped? Yes, and that's when you sell and take your profit and leave the rest on the table for those who are into that type of thing, or you sell all of it and just wait for it to go down 60% again because it has no real reason to be as high as it was, and then you rebuy again. You do this. Now, if you're doing it like this, usually once a quarter, once, twice a year for almost every altcoin, like at least the Shibas and the Doge coins, you're going to see these pumps. So you can do, like right now is the time to actually look into this thing when it's down 60%, because now you know it can go back up that percentage point, and that's when you sell. But I had to go to my tangent because again, this is another W. Shiba didn't outperform Bitcoin, and most people didn't sell at the top. Let's be real. Most of you did not sell at the top, and you didn't get anything. So what are your takes?
Yeah, they didn't have, most people didn't have the liquidity to sell it. Again, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And with Shiba Inu, of course, there's a possibility that if Bitcoin goes crazy in December bull run, everything is going to pump. So maybe Shiba has a part 2. But again, you're just playing slots at this point. You're just hoping that you can get rich overnight, and you're hoping that you have the ability to even get on the exchange and sell it, because we just saw Coinbase is down. You think some of these other exchanges not going to go down too?
Right. Well, no, even better. You think Shiba's going to get to a point where it's so high you can't even sell it? And that was our point about the guy who had the 1.5 billion, where we thought that the numbers were off. It was like 1,000 a year ago, would have gave you 500 million now. And it's just like those numbers are actually true. Not only can you not sell it because you'll crash the market, but the platforms which you would sell on, as you just mentioned, Coinbase, they will shut down. They will literally just shut down. Robinhood shut down on people. No, y'all ain't selling no more of this AMC and this what was it? AMC and what was the two that
Regal.
GameStop. You remember they shut down GameStop?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
in the middle of the day.
Yeah, they just cut it off. Just push the button.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our thing. But there we go. Hey, but these are stories I like to hear. Steven Ferguson, I rode Shiba to the all-time high and got out. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you all. I rode it up a couple times, folks. As I told you, after it dumped the first time, I knew to get I rode it up a couple times, people. There's nothing wrong with the altcoin plays as long as you're using it as a play, not as like the future of you and your kids and life and families. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just in and out, baby. We in and out.
Put my retirement in the Shiba. What is going on?
Nah. Listen, if you got for those who got the masterclass, no, I'm not playing. I showed the Dogecoin play from last year or earlier this year in January. That wasn't even the entire year. That was from like however long period of time it was. We're not making this up. We play around altcoins, so we were well versed in them, but that doesn't mean they're better than Bitcoin. And you want to be here to get more Bitcoin. Last but not least, Floki Inu's logo to appear on league topping SSC Napoli's match jersey and stadium. What happened here, Zay? What's your thoughts?
Good old marketing. If you can convince a bunch of dumbass 19-year-olds that they can be millionaires in 6 months, you can have them buy a low cap coin like Floki Inu, whose whole marketing scheme is, did you miss Shiba? Buy Floki. Next one's gonna be, did you miss Floki? Buy Bumblefuck, or whatever they're gonna call the next one. So this is basically the same thing. They're marketing, they're using their dollars, they're just converting it to market to other people and putting it on sports teams. If you're starting to see the play, you take people's money, you buy some marketing, you take other people's money, and then all of a sudden you're legitimate at some point. So it seems to be the play for Floki, and yeah, we've seen this before.
All right, Bitcoins, I know you got to run. Any last minute? Oh man, 271 viewers and 135 likes. I'm glad it's a holiday weekend because we definitely won't be here Thursday and Friday now. But we'll see you all back Monday with some more smoke. Zay, you got anything for you?
Yeah, the likes is trash. This bitch ain't better. Diamonds on that, diamonds on it. But yeah, appreciate everybody. Have a good weekend. Happy holidays. All that good stuff.
Zay is just leaving. I'm gonna answer a couple of quick comments. I know he had to run though, so I'm gonna holler at you. Hey, I'll let you know if I make it to Miami on Sunday or Saturday. I might come through real quick.
Bet. All right, bro.
Pull up on them real quick. All right. So last couple of comments where we end this show for today again. We will not be here tomorrow for, of course, Thanksgiving. or Friday. But right after today's show at 8 a.m., 11 a.m. Eastern, we will be having Syscoin on for that AMA. Listen, really encourage you all to come on. Syscoin is actually an OG coin as far as they've been here, I think, since 2014, 2015, maybe. They've had ups, they had downs. They're trying to come back. I'm with updates. I'm not going to necessarily say reinvent themselves. So if you can join that, please join to ask them those questions. You know, I'll be asking those hard questions as well. But I saw some comments I wanted to jump on before we get out of here. Let's see. Local TX, I go to the movie still, don't hate. Ever watch Medea in a theater in the hood? Listen, I'm with you. Again, I'm in Hollywood, where, of course, movies are still a really big thing, premieres and all that good stuff. There's actors out here who get we get discounts on movie passes and stuff because they want you to go to the movies all the time because you're studying your craft. So I'm with you. I do go to theaters, but he is right. By and large, that's not like, I guess, with the exception of like the Marvel movie or something huge, people aren't by and large on Tuesday nights, Wednesday, oh, let's go to movies. It's more like, oh, there's the big premiere, we'll go this quarter type of deal. Let's see, Birdtown Music Group. I actually agree with you. The theaters need to just sell movie theater grade butter in stores. That should keep them afloat. I agree with you. They just need to sell movie theater grade butter for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and they'd be great. Let's see, what other comments do we have? Stephen Ferguson, what's going on? Good morning, fellas, out here in the cold in Greensboro, NC. Loading the truck, getting my dose of crypto news. There we go. Shout out to Stephen. I used to live in G Borough too, aka G Boring. Shout out to A&T. Aggie Pride out there. I did live in Greensboro for a little minute, so that was a good little place too. Let's see. Shannon Allen said, "Kings comes to Miami, then the dramatic shift will happen." I'm about to put Nathaniel's glove on. Hilarious. It will though. It will. I might just come for the visit though for right now. And let's see. Seeing the last couple of comments. Crypto City, thank you. Much appreciated. Have a happy Thanksgiving to you. Ali Pio as well. Other than that, I did see one commenter say they swapped their I want to talk about this. They said they swapped their Shiba Inu for what was it? They swapped Shiba Inu for whatever coin that's popping right now. I don't even know. Gala, there we go. Yeah, Dana Dane. Thank you, Dana Dane. Dana said my Shiba investment went into Gala, LOL. I love that play. So that's what I'm talking about. When you are in this altcoin market, I saw someone else say that Dogecoin and Shiba are like cyclical pumps. You're right. And it's not just those. It's actually it's a good amount. It's probably at least 10 or 15 coins that are just cyclical. Like you can pretty much guarantee at least twice a year, they're going to give you a nice little pump. It's about identifying when those pumps happen. Whereas if you miss it, wait until like today when it got to 60% drop. I think it still has a little bit more to go. But that's when you can start actually buying back into it, waiting for that repump to happen. Once that pump happens again, that is when you take your profit or everything into, because usually it will dip and you either exit that coin, you go back into Bitcoin, you go take your cash out, you need to pay a bill or buy something expensive, or you just actually flip it into another altcoin. So literally that's how you just, for those people who are like, wait, how does so-and-so's portfolio go from this to that? Like that, this is how you like 50x your portfolio, is where you just literally catching, I won't even say tops, because the goal isn't to catch a top. Everybody's trying to catch a top, and that's why they keep missing it. Like you don't need a top. Have a percentage point in your head for which you want to see your portfolio grow. If it's Shiba, if I say I'm in a Shiba right now, if I get 30%, I'm a happy man. If I get 80%, if I get 110%, whatever my percent is, once I get that, I'm at least taking profit, and then I'm going to that next altcoin saying the exact same thing. So that way, it's literally all house money. You're staying in crypto. If you have a job, you're using that money to pay your bills, and you really don't even need to reinvest and keep putting more money into crypto if you're just flipping those altcoins like that. So again, ton of ways to do this thing in this market. That's just one more of them. And last but not least, is Monero dead? No, Monero isn't dead. I just think not enough people really know about privacy coins. People are still learning about Bitcoin, and Shiba's taking the cycle, and Floki's taking the cycle before Bitcoin even does. So I just don't think people even know about Monero for the most part. Other than that, again, make sure you smash that like and share. In about 9 minutes, we're going to have Syscoin on to do that AMA, one of their team members. So be on the lookout for that video. And again, 15 off will give you 15% off all masterclass courses. And I will also say, you definitely want to get it before the end of this year. And for those who already have it, like we have your names down and stuff, we'll be making some more updates. So expect a couple of new videos in the masterclass, probably the next 6 weeks or so throughout the holiday season. We're going to add a couple of them. So just expect those updates. Those will be surprises. We'll make sure we get that out to you. So we want to make sure for the people who already bought the masterclass, they're still getting their value out of it. And for those who haven't got it yet, be sure to get it before the end of the year. You want to be on King's Christmas list on that masterclass. All right. Other than that, smash that like and share, and we will see you all Monday with some more crypto news. Again,